Hi, welcome to episode 3 of the second week of the 365 days on living on orbit. Just as a recap, on week 2 we are focusing on the artist way, which is based by Julia Cameron, and we are writing on every single day thoughts, all of our stream of thoughts. It only takes 5 minutes. The book mentions 3 pages, which I'm currently doing, but the important thing is that we are being present and grounded whilst doing it. As you know me, and if you follow me on all of my platforms, you know that I love to write, and I literally spend hours and hours on painting, drawing, writing, and just being creative. But we all know that the artist way isn't about the actual act of being an artist, but clearing your space to be able to find presence and creativity in your life, even if it's by drinking your water or your coffee or your tea. I just wanted to clear out my stream of thoughts. Again, you can do that on a page, but you can also talk about it on the comments or something else. So today I wanted to talk about something that most of us actually resist more than realize: being a beginner. Being a beginner in reminding yourself that living life is beautiful. Being a beginner of going out by yourself in a coffee shop and have a coffee, have a lunch, paint, draw. Being a beginner on going on a walk by yourself in a park or by a river, or just slow down and watch what is happening through your house window if you're not able to go out every day or whatever, or if you don't have the time. Being a beginner of living in your own terms and being who you are at the core. So many of us don't feel stuck because we don't know what to do with our lives, but we feel stuck because we're afraid to start badly. We would love to start, but we don't. Just because we think about what other people thinks, when at the end of the day you are by yourself alone, living your life, right? We wait for something that we don't even know what's about or when that will happen, when in reality life happens now. So we wait for clarity, we wait for confidence, we wait for feeling ready, when in reality you should do it now. Why are you waiting when you only learn by doing it, whatever that is? It comes from it. Readiness doesn't come from the beginning, but actually the act of wanting to do it without waiting. And of course you plan, you need to have a strategy depending on what you want to start. Absolutely do your research, but for things like living life, start now. Also, just wanted to remind you that creativity and life doesn't ask you to perform. It asks you to show up, to try, to explore, to make something small and imperfect. We don't want to be perfect. Life's not perfect. Like, life is full of bad days and anxiety and stresses and external factors that highlight our day-to-day lives. So we don't want to be perfect. We just want to worry back to ourselves and be present and do whatever makes us more happy. So when it comes to perfection shuts the door, but when you are curious, you open so many more doors in your life. And when you start being yourself, it's just, you are on another level. Today's practice is simple and playful. We are still doing the artist way, so remember to do your 5 minutes or your 3 pages every morning. If you didn't up at this point, don't worry. If you skip a day, that's completely fine. Again, we are human, but we are trying to rewire our brain and make sure we start living our lives. So if you didn't, that's fine, don't worry, but start too. If you skipped a couple of days, again, that's completely fine. but this doesn't mean that you shouldn't, for example, now whilst you watch this video. I just wanted to also add something to our 5 minutes for this week. Do something badly on purpose. You need to write a messy paragraph, sketch without erasing, sing quietly even if it's off key, say something imperfectly, and don't share it, don't judge it. Just let yourself be a beginner. I want you to do something badly. If it's a quote without erasing, if you wrote a full page of words and something in the grammar was wrong, let it be. I want you to do something badly, and you can pick and choose whatever that is. Share in the comments what that was about and how did you feel about doing that thing badly. You can do whatever you want to do, even just write something into a page, into your journal if you have one, and just take out the page so it's not perfect. I want you to do that, and you will understand exactly why are we doing it. But you are just letting yourself be a beginner, letting yourself being imperfect. We're basically allowing ourselves to begin without pressure. If you're starting a new page, if you're starting a new book, if you start to sing, if you want to write a page, if you want to do whatever you want to do, you are giving yourself the permission to be imperfect and just be yourself. You stop negotiating with the fear of doing something wrong. You teach your nervous system something new, that it's safe to try and that mistakes won't cost you belonging, and that exploration is allowed. You're able to actually do something wrong, and that isn't just about creativity, but it's about life. You are rewiring your brain. So if resistance shows up, that's completely normal, especially if you have a little bit of OCD. But if your mind says that it's silly or this will never work, notice that voice and let it be. And again, tell me exactly how you felt in that moment. But yeah, just let yourself be perfect. You're letting ourselves be curious, and you don't know exactly where it leads and what your stream of thoughts will be, but that's how things come alive again. And yeah, I just wanted to say, remember to continue doing your 5 minutes a day. That's important, that shows devotion, but allow yourself to do things wrong, not plan whilst you were writing on a page. You just write and just cut everything. That's completely fine. Do a painting, do something that makes you happy without making it perfect. It just shows up, and your stream of thoughts, just do something, whatever that is, without planning it. It just, again, rewires your brain and makes you think about life in another complete different way. So just let yourself be new, and thank you for being here. Thank you for trying. We will probably see each other in a couple days or tomorrow, but remember to continue with the 5 minutes a day. That's important. That's our practice before our week 3. And yeah, just something new today, and do it badly.